the neighborhood. There goes the neighborhood. There goes the neighborhood. There goes the neighborhood.
What's up, man? This Neighborhood Real coming to you once again. Been in the trenches, man, ducked off, trying to take care of other issues. But I had a subject I had to tap into, man. I'm so tired. Let me sit back, man. I'm going to tell y'all the real definition of it, and I'm going to just lay it all out because what's going on right now, and this is the reason for this video, I've been tapped in. I've been listening. People been banging my line and telling me, hey, man, speak on what you know. Give your input to it and some knowledge, right? I'm not here to discredit anybody or say anything about nothing that's really been said but the lies, the untruths, and just the whole vibration of it all because, man, we're going to keep disunity. We're going to keep destruction going. We're going to keep the madness going because everybody trying to get out here and tell their story because they want to have a name, right? So, I mean, we all know who the culprits are. We all know what's going on. I mean, I'm just going to speak the truth. I mean, and then just lay it flat out and that's all I'm going to do. So, first and foremost, this whole issue about what people doing from forward or whatever, that's not none of my business. It's obviously where I'm from. That's just what that is, This ain't about no politics. This ain't about no, what set you from or none of this. This is really about some low-key, behind the scenes, just straight hate, right? And then we're having people that's involved in this. I'm just speaking to the communities, right? To the communities. When did we start letting civilians dictate our politics? When did we start pillow talking with civilians? I'm just curious. I'm just trying to figure it out because I ain't never going to sit up here, get in front of some camera and I'm going to politic this business, this rip business, you know what I mean? This community business with somebody that's a non-member. I'm going to talk to people that can really relate. Plus, y'all doing this, I know why they doing it because you're getting in front of the camera, in front of people that can't refute what you say. So it really give you a line, a direct line, hype up, your name. But at the end of the day, let's just look at everybody's resume that's involved in this, right? So we got the first culprit, you don't get I ain't scared to call your name out, you know what I mean? Because, man, I ain't ducking no smoke, you know what I mean? But just how we got on the scene where dudes come down here, come to Texas and start speaking on politics that don't even involve him. Ain't you from Louisiana? Ain't you? And you really ain't let's be real here. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Duce, Mr. Gumby, you know what I'm saying? You're not come on, let's be real. Ain't you from Louisiana? Then you migrate and then you go to prison for a hot one that you didn't even do. And then you get on this internet and you screaming, whoop the blam, blah, bloop, bloop on such and such, yeah. Let's do the resume. Let's do the history. Let's hit a checklist. Can we get a checklist going? I'm going to get a checklist. One, you went down when you was 18. You became a member at what age? It's a digital footprint, y'all. Just go back and look. Let's talk about, look at the second point. Let's look at the original story of why you even got on the internet, how you even got known. I seen your story years ago before you even hit the airwaves. So why the narrative change? 3, let's go down the checklist. When did you go out here and be squishing on something? Why are you stressing that you would do woo, woo, woo? You ain't squished nothing. Let's be real. When did you burn? When did you turn corners all up and down the Fig, the Vermont, all through, you know what I'm saying? Who you rival with? Where your resume at? Man, come on, bro. Don't get, they get on here. This is what I want the audience to understand. Dudes get on here and fabricate the story. They B12 the story. We not cooking work. Quit putting that B12 in that. You ain't got no resume. You can go to the pen, and I'm going to give a shout out. Cartoon say, Big Tony, aka Cartoon Big Tony, say, hey man, long as if you in the pen and you putting the set on your back and you repping it count on your resume. I kind of differ from that, but me, I'm a different type of individual. I'm a different type of beast. I banged a different type of way. I actually bang. I ain't from the set. I actually bang the set. So when I'm saying this, I'm speaking from experience. None of these dudes are speaking from real experiences, right? So your resume say you went and got locked up 16 years. When was you out here squishing something? When was you out here to try to dictate and get your status up? What did you do to get your status up besides knock your homeboy off because he was pressing you? Let's just tell the truth. You was getting pressed. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? You got pressed. You handled your business, and that's what it is. It's okay. No harm, no foul. Nobody disputing that. You did that. You know what I'm saying? Damn. But don't get out here and be like, man, you just did stomp down woo to woo to woo, and you ain't bit no corners. You ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? You ain't went in nobody hood and struck up the motherfucking set and did all this shit and caused all this chaos and commotion and niggas is knowing your name, because I don't know your name. I got videos where I go live in LA. This a pre-recorded video, obviously. But I done went live and walked around through sections of LA in different communities that are rivals on a live stream. And anybody could have pulled up. I ain't got no blick. I'm just out there because who I am. You know what I mean? I ain't ducking nothing. I ain't trying to start nothing. I'm just out vlogging. But I ain't scared to go in these areas because guess what? I ain't got in no action in over 30 years. So why am I worried about what some youngster yoke up on me? He don't know me. He can pull up on me. I'm vlogging, man. Get on with that. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. If I'm out here dressed like this in this attire and I'm in the rival section, I'm asking to get chipped. But we back on the resume. You get on here, y'all come down to Texas, y'all really low-key hating, then y'all let a civilian, a weenie, wire y'all up to do all this beefing and talking about the politics and the history of this community stuff. And then for what? Do y'all not know the feds is watching this? You so dumb. Y'all so dumb. You on here, and then guess what? I'm gonna give you your card. You did your thing out there. You got put on, you did that. That's your resume. But your resume for your work history, your work experience is blank. In the streets. I don't know what you like, the pen, okay. But in the streets, 0. So, in my opinion, this is my opinion, you're not qualified to be talking about what you whoop the block, blip, blam, you know what I'm saying, and what you want to twist, turn, and, you know what I'm saying, sizzle, and you ain't done nothing, man. Put that shake and bake cornmeal mix down while you shaking on this chicken trying to fry it up, man. You putting too much on it. It's too much on it. And nobody's questioning none of this because y'all going to people that can't refute what you say. They don't know the history. They don't know the politics. This is why y'all doing this. So we offer you, because I'm going to just say this. Not no time ever in life, right? I'm speaking to him directly. No time ever in life, bro, would you ever rear up on me with no type of shit you be doing. But I swear to God, on everything I love, nigga, just on Clarabelle Watson, nigga, I swear, nigga, you gonna get your grill knocked in. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we're gonna talk like gentlemen, and we're gonna discuss whatever the politics or the conversation is, but all that getting hyped up and emotional and all that, bro, ain't nobody going for that. You know what I'm saying? Man, you gonna have to stand on that. I'm just saying for me. I can't speak for nobody else. And I ain't dissing nobody else. And I ain't frowning on nothing or shining no light. I'm just saying what you ain't gonna do with me. Boy, you gonna sit there, if we have a conversation and you ever get out of line with me, you gonna find out what's going on. I'm gonna pull up on you. You better go ask somebody about me. You know what I mean? That's how I will pull up on you. I don't give a damn if you was in Denver. Nigga, I'm gonna pull up if you there. All you got to do is drop the low. Matter of fact, all you got to do is watch the channel. And if you see me go live, I'm going to drop the low and stand out there. And I dare and nigga to pull up like that. You know what I mean? Because guess what? We grown ass men. What do we advocate? Nigga, when you pull up, you better be trying to have a conversation, because anything other than that going to get you boxed in. Straight up. That ain't no threat. Them just facts, man, because you're dealing with different type of elements and different type of people do everything. Just because I'm from Texas, I lived in LA, bro. You can't tell me nothing about no LA. I done been all through your hill. I done snailed all through that neighborhood. So, and that ain't no diss. That ain't saying I did anything. I ain't come through there prowling and messing with nobody in your community, but I know your community. I know all those communities, all up and down Vermont. From all the way down to the bottom down there, when it used to be Santa Barbara before it became Martin Luther King, I was strolling all the way from there to the hundreds. You know what I mean? All the way up into the Gardena. I like real shit. So we ain't talking about me, we talking about these characters. Moving on, because your resume ain't that good, bro. You ain't got no work history. So I really don't want to entertain nothing you got going on. Because you know what I'm saying? That's really not authentic to me. That's just in my eyes. I'm just saying. And you wouldn't be sitting beside me talking about on this and that, on this, nigga, on that. What you banging on? You banging on me or something? Quit saying that, bro. We having a conversation. Quit doing that. You know what I'm saying? When niggas got to be extra and always stressing this, and nigga, you ain't on that. Because if you was on that, you would be on that. You wouldn't be on no camera. So moving on, man, because that's a